tanks, combat gear, assault
Assembling
rifles.
to a war zone.
Using military-style equipment.
We know we're not the military, and we don't want to put that image out there either.
Unfortunately, though, that's how the world was introduced to the current St. Louis County Police Department after the unrest that followed the shooting of unarmed teen Michael Brown, which pushed the area into the national spotlight.
Putting a guy on top of a truck with a rifle. Now, he's using the scope as a pair of binoculars, not as a rifle to point at people or anything. So that looked bad to the public. So we readjusted, and we put a guy up there with binoculars.
After the unrest in Ferguson, the U.S. Justice Department commissioned 4 separate investigations in the St. Louis region, one of which was on the St. Louis County Police Department. The DOJ found that the St. Louis County Police use force half as often as the national average. But it also found that the department's officers didn't reflect the community they serve, and that community policing was not a priority.
Prior to August the 9th of 2014, we would tell you that we did a really good job with community policing.
That's where Sergeant John Wall comes in. He was picked to work with the Justice Department. He says the DOJ issued dozens of recommendations to the county police department, but community policing was his first priority.
We've reached out to different communities. We're doing way more community events. So we've really branched out all over the place. And officers now are getting thanked for what they do, and this never happened before.
The department hopes this community outreach will also help with the department's diversity problem. Nearly 24% of St. Louis County residents are black, but the number of black officers sits at just 10%.
For recruiting, we started a community recruiter program. What we've done with that is identify stakeholders in communities and told them the qualities and everything that we look for in a police officer, and now they recruit for us.
As for if this new method works, the county department is going to have to wait and see. But the latest class of officers for the county still doesn't reflect diversity in the community. Sergeant Wall says one thing that hasn't changed and isn't really being worked on is the department ditching its military equipment, arguably one of the biggest asks by activists during the months after Brown's death.
We made mistakes, and we learned from those mistakes.
Wall says the DOJ's reform process is designed to be implemented in a 2-year span. St. Louis County Police will hit the 2-year mark in October. For Newsy, I'm Jamal Andrews.